Mustang here. Alright, I know, gonna try to play catch up for this week. We are having a beer right now. It is, Red's Apple Ale. It is a fruit beer, which, says, beer with natural apple flavor and caramel color. I'm gonna look up the definition of a fruit, beer from, Beer Advocate because I did not memorize that. But yeah, a generic form of flavored beer. Some breweries actually use real fruit and veggies, though most use extract, syrup, or processed flavor. So, yeah. Does this use processed flavor? Well, I mean, it kind of says it does, but it's natural flavors. How can it be processed? Because if it's doesn't matter if it's naturally occurring, it's still made in a lab. It's just extracted using chemistry. Now this says it's made by the Reds Brewing Company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but it says Milwaukee, Wisconsin on it. Chances are it's made by MillerCoors, and this is actually made by MillerCoors, so the Miller Brewing Company in Milwaukee, which ain't bad. I kind of wish that they don't. I mean, unless it's like unless it's Red's Brewing Company is a different building, and they do. The hell with it. No, it's just just say Miller Brewing Company. Just still keep the brand name Reds. All right, just have that be like. I don't get why a lot of these companies need to hide the company that they are brewing for. Like, whatever. But anyway, it's 5% alcohol by volume, so not bad. And we're gonna have a taste of it right now. Definitely smell the apple right there. I wonder if they see. I know it says natural apple flavor and caramel color, but with that smell, you'd think I wonder if the flavoring actually has that apple smell with it, because it does taste like. I mean, not taste. It does smell like a light cider, which is probably what I'd rather be having instead of a flavored beer. But uh, friend got this a while ago, and I had one for review, and I figured I should review it. And it is cold out. The beer is room temperature, so since my house is like fridge right now, I mean, looks like apple juice. It's really what I gotta say. Really carbonated. Uh, Probably be even more like this would be. I mean, look at that. Like it is a lot more carbonated beer than what I normally have reviewed. This would have been if I had a Pilsner glass. Oh man, all those bubbles on the bottom. Whew. Anyway, well, a beer I can actually smell right out of the mug that isn't, just smelling like a beer thing. You can actually, I mean, there isn't really much you can really smell besides apple. But it's a really strong apple, especially since, I don't really have that great of a good sense of smell. But anyway, cheers. I do taste, yeah, I do taste the apple. Of course, I had this before. I mean, who hasn't? I mean, there's people that haven't had Reds, but there a lot of people have had Reds. But yeah, I really need to compare this to like a hard cider because I'm thinking of getting a beer aftertaste after it, but I'm not sure if it's like an alcohol aftertaste. Because I know some ciders like that have like high concentration alcohol in them definitely have a uh, alcoholic aftertaste. But this is it's kind of like that, but it's kind of different. And I mean, it does taste a little beery in the back. The front is just all apple though. But it's good. But I will warn you about this beer though. Um, don't drink too many of them. If you drink too many of them, you one or two things or both might happen. Like me. All right. It's either A, like me, you get heartburn, or B, you're like one of my friends who gets the shits. Probably because they probably packed this thing full of sugar. But don't quote me. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I mean, it is kind of sweet, but it could be like a sweeter apple flavoring they could have used. But well, anyway, I'm gonna finish the rest of this. This thing gets a 4. Like, normally when I see it, if I'm feeling the reds, I'll go get it. Ugh. I mean, there's other beers I'd rather have than this, but it is definitely like a beer. If I see like this in a Budweiser, I'm definitely gonna go for this. I'm not gonna go. I'm not sure. Budweiser or this? Yeah, I'd definitely pick this over a fucking Budweiser any day. So, uh, yeah. Anyway, Chet Mustang signing out. See you next week.